Hello every one of you lovely people who love anime and manga like me. I'm just Patchy, and today we're gonna talk about the current leader of the new generation, Toshibera for Shonen Jump and the best-selling manga last year and probably this year and many years to come. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. But before we start, I have two quick disclaimers. The first one, I'm gonna talk about the anime only, so please no manga spoilers in the comments. And the second disclaimer, well, I forget what it is, so let's just start. Jujutsu Kaisen Anime Complete Analysis. A quick synopsis to anyone who didn't watch the show. In a world filled with curses, a young man rises. His name is Itadori Yuji. One day he meets that guy. No, not that. Still not him. Yeah, that's him. And from that day, his life will change forever. He swallowed the thing, which is a cursed finger, belongs to the king of the curses, Sukuna. My man, you just swallowed the finger of a dead man. That's really gross. Whatever. After that, the young man decided to join a school for Jujutsu sorcerers and declaring that he'll become the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer ever. No, he didn't say that. But come on, it's shonen. He'll eventually become the strongest whether he wants it or not. That's shonen 101. And that's it. So let's talk about the juicy stuff, starting with the elephant in the room, the animation. Well, it's a trend now for people to hate on every new anime that has a beautiful animation and say, oh, the only good thing about that anime is the animation. Everything else is just made. Oh god, I hate those three letters. I don't even know which word they're coming from. I assume they're coming from mediocre. If so, should it be M-E-D, not M-I-D? These people can't even write. Well, I have no idea. But these people always use it and say, oh, Jujutsu Kaisen is just made. Demon Slayer is just made. The God of High School is just made. Well, this is kind of true, but that's beside the point. The point here is that hate will always harm these animes, especially the shonen ones. But is Jujutsu Kaisen really made and is carried by its animation alone? Well, no one can deny that the animation played a big factor in the success of Jujutsu Kaisen, but in my opinion, it just adds to the beauty of the story and characters. Yeah, of course it's a big factor, but not the main one. So, to you people who hate on every good anime with good animation, I think you're just jealous that your favorite anime doesn't have that kind of animation. So, good luck on hating. And if you're wondering about my general thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen animation, overall, it's amazingly solid. Heck, it even reaches highs other animes can't even dream of having. A lot of animators who worked on it did an amazing job in capturing the feels of the scenes. But the star of this season for me is the one, the only, Kyoshiro Watanabe. This man, wow, every scene he worked on just stole my heart with it. Look at these wonderful movements. It's just epic. Let me break down this scene alone to show you how amazing this man is. By the way, a great choice of music in this scene. Now, look at the movements of Haname's body, especially her arms. This alone gives you the feeling of how powerful this attack would be. You don't believe me and think it's unnecessary movements? If so, let's cut these movements out and see what the scene looks like. You felt it, right? The power of it is just lost. Now it just feels like a very normal attack. So these little movements is what you call a great addition. Moving to the next cut of all that sliding and running, giving you the feel of the range and also the large amount of these attacks. Adding to it that moving background which gives you the sense of speed. Mixing all of that with the amazing camera work that forces your eyes to move with it. That's just amazing. What really amazes me here is this is just one scene. Thanks God he had done many more to enjoy. I can't even remember how many times I repeated these scenes. I can't wait for more. I hope he did some scenes in the movie too. I haven't watched it yet, so please don't spoil it. And I really hope he participates more in the next season. He's just goated. Moving on to a more important topic, the characters. I'm gonna split them into three categories. The good good ones, the disappointing ones, and the I don't really care about ones. Let me start with this category. Pretty much everyone you're seeing right now, I really don't care or have nothing to talk about. So you can throw them in here and I still don't care. Not cause they trash, but they didn't leave any impression or whatsoever on me. Even that one guy that I don't remember his name. Oh wait, this guy. Nah, just keep him with them. I'm sure some of them will shine in the next story arcs, but until then, they're gonna stay here. The disappointing ones. Oh, now we talk. I have two. The first and the most disappointing one for me is Yoshino Junpei. Yes, it's you. Don't look at me like that, you piece of shit. I know a lot of people like him, maybe even cry when he died. A spoiler alert! Oh, so spoilers with the second disclaimer that I forget in the beginning of the video. I'm sorry, man. Well, I don't think anyone would watch this video without watching the anime, right? A quick synopsis to anyone who didn't watch the show. So, let's talk about why Junpei was a disappointment for me. Well, I have not just one, but two reasons. Reason number one, and the most important in my opinion, is time. Yes, time is one of the most important factors to attach anyone to a character. Not many writers can make you feel something for a character in just 1 or 2 episodes. It's a rare thing. Only 1 in a million can do this. I think Junpei had the potential to be a really good character, but he needed more time so I can attach with him. And what he needed, his mother needed even more, because she's supposed to be the trigger for his change. We saw her in that scene, and the next one she's dead. But I can't blame the writer, because I didn't read the manga. Maybe he or she gave him more time. Maybe it's just the studio's fault for rushing it. I don't know. So please, if you read it, tell me in the comments if there is a difference. Reason number 2. After his mother's death, he just decided to blame the first person that came to his mind, who know nothing about curses, just because he bullied him in the school. If you ask me, that's kinda stupid for a guy who's supposed to be smart. It's like, my mom just died. I remember the guy who stepped on my foot in the past few days ago. He must have something to do with her death. You know what? You absolutely right. He's really a murderer. No, I'm not joking. He really is. Overall, he didn't click for me. I feel nothing for him. And the thing frustrating me the most, that the main story of this arc was actually all about him. The man who I didn't like. What a dilemma. Regarding the second character that I find disappointing, I know this will shock you, so hold your breath. It's Gojo Satoru. What? Man, are you crazy or something? What a shitty opinion that you have. It's my fault to even watch this video. Goodbye. Please, wait. Let me explain myself. Did you even look at his eyes? He's the prettiest man in all animes. But I didn't say that he's ugly. Whatever. Bye bye. I know he's the fan's favorite. And don't get me wrong, I like him too. And I don't say by any means that he's a bad character. Absolutely not. But I just wanted more of a story to him. And I'm sure he's gonna get it at some point in the coming arcs. But I just needed a little bit of it. Add to that thing which makes him less interesting to me is he's so overpowered. Well, if you ask me, for example, do you love Saitama from One Punch Man? I would say, of course I do. So, where is the difference? Both are very overpowered. Well, besides Saitama has some good story to him, but as I said, I'm sure Gojo will get it in the future. The main difference is, part of why I love Saitama is seeing people slowly recognizing him and his power. No one knew that he was that strong. And the complete opposite. Everyone in Jujutsu Kaisen world know already that Gojo is the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer alive. For example, when he showed up in this scene, okay, that was cool. But everyone while watching the episode and even the show characters, including the villain, already knew that it was over. That makes him less interesting to me. Or maybe because he interrupted that amazing fight. I don't know. But so you know, I like him. I just don't love him yet. And I'm sure that I will end up loving him eventually. I hope. Now to the good characters. There is a lot of them that I like, and the reasons are obvious, so no need to talk about them. But still, let's talk about a few of them really quick. Fushiguro Megumi. Cool guy, grow on me with every episode, but he's not that new of a character in this medium. Saw him pretty much in every shonen anime, but I'm still waiting for more. Kugisaki Nobara. She's a surprise for me. I liked her even more than Megumi. I love when authors create strong female lead like that. She's so badass. I love her and expect much more from her. Itadori Yuji, the main hero, I really like him and I like his attitude too. But what I really love about him is his inner conflict of what he wants. He kept changing his heart as the show goes on. And if you ask me, that's a great indicator for a great story to come. He's a very promising character. So I hope he finds something that makes him satisfied. I like these characters too, but they didn't leave that big of an impression. So hoping to see more. Now to my top 3 that I really loved. Number 3, Ryomin Sukuna. Wow, this man. I love his character so much. I love his pride and conceit. He's so badass. Unfortunately, he didn't appear so much, but when he does, he steals the whole show. Besides, his voice actor, he did an amazing job. I want more of him, please. Number 2, Nanami Kento. Exactly like Sukuna. I loved his personality so much. I love to see him more. And his voice actor too. These voice actors really killing it and making a huge difference. Although I'm a bit disappointed of his nonsense backstory, but I hope he get more characterization. Number 1, Todo Aoi, I think. Oh my god, the man who I had the most fun with. He's the one I call an amazing character. He has everything that makes a character good. He's so funny, so strong and smart too. I might say a tall woman with a big ass is not my type, but still I think we could be best friends. Also, the dynamic between him and Yuji was the most fun I had while watching the show. I want a whole anime focusing on these two alone. Please Maba, make it happen. Please. Moving on to the neglected aspect of any show by many reviewers. It's music and OST. Music can simply move any show from C tier to A tier and vice versa. So, did Jujutsu Kaisen succeed in that aspect? Well, for me it was a good at best, especially these two. They are amazing, but the show needs more remarkable ones. What about the endings? Well, the first one is just amazing, maybe even a masterpiece. And the second one is just good, but the openings is just in another level. They are masterpieces for me. Oh man, that is what shonen openings should be like. The animation, the song, and the music. What a great mix. Love them so much. I can even decide which one is better. Tell me which one you like more in the comments. Now to the story. Not much to say here. It's good at best. Nothing special yet, but that's normal for an introduction. I hope we see more complicated arcs. I'm sure we will. But out of all arcs in this season, I enjoyed Kyoto Goodwill event arc the most. Mainly because of Todo. So let me explain why it's the best arc for me so far. The arc starts with introducing so many characters. A lot of them ended up in my category of I don't really care about ones, except Todo of course. He's the best thing that happened in this anime. Meanwhile, Gojo thinking of a plan on how to surprise the students with the news of Yuji being alive, which failed miserably. Except for this old man. That scene was hilarious. Now the competition is on. The team that exorcises the most of cursed spirits wins. Nice idea, right? But it never happened. But what really happened is far more entertaining. It ended up becoming something like a tournament arc, which I love so much. The two teams start clashing with each other. Everyone now has a rival, except him. I'm gonna talk about Todo and Yuji fight later in the video, so let's see what's left here. Panda versus Mikamaru. I liked it, especially getting to Panda little flashback. How can you not like him? He's so cute. You know what? Not that cute. But that guy has a big misconception. He thinks that just because he has more hardships, that makes him right. So glad Panda cleared that up for him and just opened his eyes a little bit. Maki versus Miwa. That was short, but Maki is cool. From her design to her personality. And Miwa, she's cute, I think. Let's wait and see if we're gonna get more from her. Nobara versus Nishimiya. I always have so much fun when watching Nobara fight. She's just amazing. She's really cool with her techniques too. And about Nishimiya, we get nothing from her. Maybe in the future. Maybe. Maki versus her stupid sister Mei. I already talked about Maki, so let's talk about her stupid sister. She's so stupid, for she can't even see that Maki suffered much more in comparison with her. She's lacking self-confidence and making everything about herself. She just needs a slap in the face to wake up. And don't forget, one of the stupidest scenes I have ever watched, when Maki catches that bullet. Oh my god. But I love you, Maki, so I let it slide. Finally, Megumi versus Camo. Megumi is cool with his pink elephant that splashes water, and that Camo guy, I couldn't care less. Hope to never see him again. And all these duet fights that happened, I really liked a lot. What really makes this arc the best so far is, of course, the fight, and we have a good villain too. Not much in the story section, but it doesn't really need it. It's just entertaining. It's all that matters. I didn't remember a single boring moment in it. It was overall a solid, entertaining arc. Now, a very important question. What Jujutsu Kaisen is missing so far? In my opinion, the biggest thing I am missing is the feels, especially sad ones. There are ones supposed to be sad, but they didn't click for me at all, like Junpei, as I mentioned before. I hope we get emotional stories in the future, because it's a big factor for me that can raise my rating for any show so much. So I hope we'll have it. Finger crossed. The last thing I want to talk about before my overall thoughts is the best moments for me. Some gushing ahead, so excuse me. I have 5 scenes that I love so much. Let's rank them. Number 5, Yuji versus Todo. That was really good. Mainly because of this hilarious scene. Oh my god. Todo, you're amazing. I wish to be your friend too. You're already my best friend. But really seeing Todo teach Yuji about Jujutsu was so much fun. We also get a glimpse of Todo backstory, which I'm dying to know. Give it to me, please. Number 4, Nanami versus Mahito. It's always amazing to see Nanami showing us how badass he is. And the animation too, it's a chef's kiss. Now, my top 3 is team fights, which are the most amazing things this anime had done. Number 3, Yuji and Nobara versus the brothers. Nobara, you're just amazing badass. And also Yuji, what a team. Also again, Watanabe and the music too. Wow. Number 2, Nanami and Yuji versus Mahito. The highlight of this arc for me. In another phrasing, this is what I think saved this arc. Because you know, Junpei. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's not my fault that you're piece of shit. Also, the infamous scene, which is widely used in memes. You know I'm talking about you, My Hero Academia, and you too, Black Clover. Number 1, Yuji and Todo versus Hanami. Without a single doubt, the most fun I had watching the show. This is the team I wanna watch over and over again. What a chemistry between them. I wish Gojo didn't interfere, so I can watch that amazing team finishes off Hanami. But still, it's the best in the show so far. So, my overall thoughts, it's pretty great start. Keeps me waiting for more. And that's exactly what every first season of any show should do. Finally, a question I hope you answer in the comments. Should I wait for the anime or just read the manga? And also, what's your favorite arc so far? Please tell me in the comments. And that's all I have for now. Thank you for all the people who stick with me till the end of this video. And please, if you enjoy it, leave a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. That really helps a lot. Thank you for watching. And in case I didn't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah.